Grafting. In this, parts of two different plants are joined so that they continue to grow as one plant. Of the two plants, the plant which is contact with the soil is called stalk, and the plant which is used for grafting is called scion. Third method, layering. In this method, the stem of parent plant is allowed to develop root while still intact. When the root developed, the rooted part is cut and planted to grow as a new plant. Example, Ixora and Jasminum. The layering is classified into mainly two types. First one is known as mount layering, second is called hair layering. So the diagram showing the different type of grafting method. The first diagram is known as bud grafting, second diagram is known as approach grafting, third one is called dung grafting, fourth one crown grafting, fifth one wedge grafting. B diagram is called types of layering. The first layering is known as mount layering, second layering is known as hair layering. So advantages of conventional method. First one is known as the plant produced genetically uniform. Many plants can be produced quickly by this method. Third one, some plants produce little seed, or some plants produce no seed. In others, seeds produced do not germinate. In such cases, plants can be produced in a short period by this method. Fourth one, some plants can be propagated more economically by vegetative propagation. Example, Solanum tuberosum. Fifth one, two different plants with desirable character such as disease resistant and high yield can be grafted and grow as a new plant with the same desirable. Disadvantages of conventional method. First point, use of virus infected plant as parent, producing viral infected new plant. Second one, vegetative structure used for propagation are bulky and so they are difficult to handle and store. The second method is called modern method. Modern method, it involving tissue culture and micropropagation and totipotency. Totipotency, the genetic ability of the plant cell to produce entire plant under suitable condition is said to be totipotency. This characteristic features of cell is utilized in horticulture, forestry and industry to propagate plant. Tissue culture, growing of plant tissue or plant cell or plant protoplasm or pollen grain in special culture medium under suitable condition. In sterile condition is known as tissue culture. Micropropagation, the regeneration of a whole plant from single cell or tissue or small pieces of vegetative structure through tissue culture is called micropropagation. This is one of the modern methods used in propagate the plants. Advantages of modern methods. Plants with desired character can be multiplied rapidly in a short duration. Plant produced are genetically identical. Third one, tissue culture can be carried out in any season to producing plants. Fourth one, plants which do not produce viable seed and seeds that are difficult to germinate can be propagated by tissue culture method. Rare and endangered plants can be propagated. The endangered plants mean the plants going to extinction. Next one, disease free plants can be produced by meristem culture. It is one more question. Cells can be genetically modified and transformed using tissue culture. Disadvantages of modern method. It is labor intensive and require skilled workers because the modern method, tissue culture and micropropagation and totipotency, they are conducted by well equipped laboratory. So it require for intensive labor and require skilled workers. Second one, sterile condition must be maintained, which add to the cost. Third one, since the clones are genetically identical, the entire crop is susceptible to the new disease or changes in environmental condition will wipe out of species. Sometimes galls undergo genetical changes which are undesirable for commercial use. Okay, let's now discuss about the second type of reproduction is known as sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction involves production and fusion of the male and female gamete. The former is called gametogenesis and the latter is the process of fertilization. But asexual reproduction it involving one parent, but sexual reproduction it involving two parent. I mean male parent and female parent. The gametic fusion is three type. The first type is known as isogamy, second type is known as anisogamy, third type is known as oogamy. In algae, external fertilization take place, whereas in higher plants, I mean the flowering plants, internal fertilization take place. Because the algae is known as primitive plant and a higher plant is known as well developed plants. Sexual reproduction parts of flower. So reproductive organ of the plant is known as flower. The flower contain different type of parts like calyx and corolla, androecium and gynosium. You are already studying in the standard 11, chapter 4 reproductive morphology. So calyx and corolla is known as accessory organ and androecium and gynosium is known as reproductive organ. So recall the parts of flower. So Tamil literature in Kurinji, Mullai, Marudam, Neidal, Palai also denoted by the flower. So calyx and corolla is known as accessory organ and androecium is known as male reproductive organ and gynosium is known as female reproductive organ. So androecium. So androecium consisting of stamen. Stamen consisting of mainly two parts. The stalk is known as filament and the tip of the stalk is known as pollen grain. The pollen grain is known as male reproductive part or male gamete. That's the noise.